All right, it is 3 o'clock. It is time for our weekly deal of the week.
Nice.
Yeah. How are you doing, RIBHU?
Good, George. How are you? It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, it's bi-weekly deal of the week. Every 3
Deal
weeks.
of the week-ish.
Yes. If you're joining us for the first time, or it's been a while since you joined us, deal of the week is something RIBHU and I do semi-regularly, where we look at the current deals on the market right now, and we will analyze them from a investor's perspective, so you can have an idea of how we run our numbers, what we look for, and how we know if something is a good deal or not. I'm a real estate investor. I've been investing in Belleville since 2019, and I'm a realtor here as well. I work with a lot of investors investing here. RIBHU, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So investor first, got into investing a few years ago, own a couple properties with partners, own some apartment buildings, all that fun stuff, and mortgage agent as well. So fell in love with the numbers, left my engineering job, and now I do this to kind of help investors structure deals and structure their portfolio growth.
Amazing. All right, so we have, I picked out a few properties that I think are really interesting to look at. I did not tell RIBHU what these were going to be, so it'll be first-hand experience on what these deals are. All right, let me change to this view here. Okay, that's our calculator that we're going to be using. The first deal I want us to look at is this property. Have you seen this one yet?
I have not. I think I saw them posted on Instagram, but I haven't looked at it in detail.
So this is a semi-detached property. The nice half with the metal roof, that's the property we're talking about, the side.
Okay, gotcha.
It is a semi-detached duplex.
Interesting.
Yeah, you don't see that too often.
No.
So, as you see, there's a front entrance and a side entrance, okay? The side entrance is for the main floor plus a lower level, and the front entrance goes upstairs. So this is as you enter through the side entrance.
Yeah.
You have your kitchen here. They have a spiral staircase. So this used to be a single family home at some point. Who knows how long ago that was.
Yeah.
But you see how that's closed off up here? So that doesn't go to the second floor anymore. So this spiral staircase is used to get to the lower floor. Yeah. Basic kitchen, nothing too fancy. There's I think that's a half bath there. I'm not 100% sure.
It looks like a half bath, yeah.
Yeah. Here's your, I guess, your living room. Oh, I remember this one. I was there last week. This room here, what you see is living room. It's actually got doors here. This would be, I would say, the primary bedroom for this unit. They're just using it as a living room right now.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there's a closet back here, see?
Yeah, sure.
And then if you take the spiral case downstairs, you have this space here that they're currently using as a gym, and there's a patio door. So it's actually a walkout basement as well.
That's nice. It's a nice
unit. Maybe you're thinking about 3-unit conversion, right?
Love the way you think, Joy.
Well, get rid of the spiral staircase entirely, right? That's taking a lot of space.
Nice little studio downstairs,
Yeah. So down here you have, I think that's where they currently have their master bedroom. This is how it's set up right now. In this space. And here's the full bath down here. It's actually quite nice. Look at that amenity with the bowl.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I never thought I'd see a sink like that in a rental.
Yeah. No, so, okay. This is currently owner occupied.
Okay.
Both units, which means it'll be vacant on closing, which is going to make a difference for our numbers as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think this is like a balcony space here. And then if you go up the front door, that goes straight upstairs. You see that there? That's the front door. You go up the stairs, and up here you have another 2-bed, 1-bath apartment. The way it's currently laid out, it looks like it's 3 bedrooms, but without a living room.
Okay.
So realistically, one of them will be a living room, right? And so that's why I call it a 2-bed, 1-bath. Otherwise, it would be a 3-bed, 1-bath, no living room situation, which
that's weird.
Some tenants may actually want, depending on demographic, right?
Fair. Fair.
Yeah. Here's your kitchen. Again, basic, nothing super fancy, but fine the way it is. Actually, this one actually looks newer, the cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks like those are new countertops, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you have your bedroom and bedroom, right?
Okay.
Bathroom. And then you have a sunroom, I believe. This is what this is.
Nice.
This is what it looks like from the back. You have that balcony space. There's that walkout patio door there. And then there's the second story, which from the back looks like a third story, see?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this entire driveway belongs to this property as well. So you have space, I would say probably 4 to 5 cars parking, which is...
Oh, that whole driveway for this?
Yeah.
Property?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll help with your rents.
It's not shared with the neighbor. Okay.
No,
that's nice.
this guy has another one to the right of it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So of course you have the metal roof, which is helpful. It looks like the top has a small portion that's flat, which is very annoying. I have a property that has the same issue. You have to get a completely different roofer for that.
That's annoying.
Yeah. But regardless, did you see the price?
Holy shit. Sorry, guys.
All right, so $399. You have a duplex. It is semi-detached, but it is a duplex with realistically 2 bed, 1 bath each. Okay, and
nice.
it'll be vacant on closing. So you can renovate, you can put your own tenants you want in there and set whatever rent you want. So
Nice.
Want to see if this one makes sense as an investment?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be surprised if it does not.
Okay. All right, rents. So let's assume we're not renovating anything. We're just renting it out just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's not separately metered for anything. That's the one little annoying thing about it. But income-wise, what would you say for each unit would be? Just conservative guess.
So rents have been going down.
Yeah, but these are 2 beds.
Yeah. So I would say somewhere between 1,600 and 1,700 a month.
Okay, let's just be conservative and put 1,600. Is that plus utilities?
No, I'm including utilities because you said not separately metered.
Okay.
But I'm factoring in the area as well, right? So.
Yes, it is. Catherine Street, not the greatest area.
Yeah.
Property taxes, 3,613.
Yeah.
Insurance, probably $150, maybe 200. It is a little older of a building.
Yeah, I probably put 200.
Yeah. Repairs and maintenance, property management, utilities. Since you said it's all inclusive, we'll have to put a number in here.
What, $400 a month?
$400. And I don't think there's any rentals in that place.
No.
Okay, so purchase price of $399. Your down payment is $80K. Interest rates, what are we at these days? I know the bond yields have been going up.
Yeah, rates are going back up, unfortunately. I'd say we could still use this as an assumption.
Okay.
But that is changing daily. So we'll see how things continue to go. I mean, unless Carney and Trump could come up with some sort of agreement, I think this might be higher in a couple of weeks.
Okay. So, I mean, things are looking good for me right now because I'm seeing $3,000 income and my mortgage is $1,600, right?
Yeah, it's wild.
So $80K down payment, about $5,000 land transfer tax, legal fees, inspection. You're all in for $86K, and you're cash flow positive.
Nice.
Yeah, $300.
Nice.
Nothing super exciting. Maybe if you spend like $10K renovating it, you might be able to get $200 more per month.
Yeah.
Right. And this is with a very conservative 3% passive appreciation as well. So you're cash flow positive, your debt is getting paid for, it's going down, and the property is appreciating 24% on a. This is with all these assumptions, right? Repairs and maintenance, property management, and vacancy built in.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't put vacancy.
No vacancy.
Hold on. What are we putting? 3, 4?
Yeah, 3 now.
3. Okay. All right. You're still $230 cash flow positive.
Yeah.
But this is the equivalent of closing and then handing the keys off to the property management, right? This is about as passive as it gets.
Oh, big time. Big time.
Yeah. So people say, oh my God, I can't find cash flow positive properties. This is around MLS at asking price.
Yeah, and you could probably push more rent, to be honest, especially because it's all inclusive.
Yeah,
so
you could probably push.
This is like on the low end, like
1,600 all inclusive is like 1 bed pricing, you know?
Yeah. So like I am factoring in just because of the area, you probably want
Mhm.
to attract some nicer tenants, but yeah, you could likely push this rent a little bit higher as well.
Yeah, probably at least $200 more. I would say $1,700 all inclusive could be
Yeah,
very
yeah,
reasonable.
fair. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd agree.
but conservatively, cash flow positive with you doing nothing, right?
Yeah, that's the key. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that was an easy one. That was a straightforward one. That's a no-brainer for people who say I want to invest, but I don't have 100 grand. This one, all you
Yeah.
need is 86K. Like you don't
Nice.
need much.
Nice.
All right, number 2. This one's an interesting one. This is not your typical
Oh,
residential
I saw
property.
you posted this one, but I didn't
Yeah,
look at it yet.
this is my listing.
Let's go. Mixed use. Okay, I gotta sit up in my chair now.
Yeah, it's a mixed use property. Yeah, you gotta think a little bit.
Yeah.
This very cool pizza slice shaped building.
Okay.
It's in the middle of downtown Trenton, like heart of downtown Trenton.
Yeah.
It's right beside the Wilkinson building.
All right.
If you know that.
Yeah.
So it's got 2 residential units above and 2 commercial units below, around I believe 2,700 square foot per floor,
Okay.
and that's what Impact tells me.
Okay.
This is the building here. There's a very cool mural at the back, and
Oh, nice.
this parking space you see is not part of the property. Someone else owns this. Okay, just so you know. This building itself does not come with parking. However, the owner of the building has an agreement with the person who owns this parking lot, and pretty much they're able to rent any of these parking spaces for something around $50 a month if you needed it.
Oh, nice.
That would only be necessary for overnight parking from the residential perspective.
Gotcha.
For the commercial side, there's plenty of municipal parking for daytime parking,
Okay.
right?
Gotcha.
So here's a quick look at inside the one of the commercial units is currently used as a tax office. Okay.
Okay.
This is the bigger one out of the 2. It's an office. It's got like a little kitchen, and it's got 2 bathrooms. That's pretty much what you're really looking for because realistically you're going to be. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention both residential units are vacant.
Okay.
The
Nice.
commercial units, one of them is owner occupied, and they're leaving, and this tax office they're leaving as of the end of this month as well.
Okay. Gotcha.
So realistically, the things I'm pointing out are the locations of the plumbing lines, because realistically you're just going to be redoing all of this to the needs of the new tenant, right? Or your business.
Yeah.
Here's the other unit. This is the smaller one. This is formerly like a retail shop.
Yeah.
It's closed down now as well, but as you can see, it's got a little kitchen area as well, and it's got a bathroom.
Okay.
So that stuff has already been done for you.
Okay.
And then as you head upstairs, you have the apartments upstairs. They're 2-bed, 1-bath each, but they're like gigantic. We're talking like 1,700 square foot apartments.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like for this one, here's your kitchen. Here's the bedroom.
Okay.
It's so
huge.
big.
It's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. Bathroom. They did this cool shower surround.
Nice.
But here's the other bed. This is the biggest bedroom I've ever seen. It's sick how big it is.
Nice.
And then here's that was a small apartment out of the 2. Here's the bigger one. This is like a dining room. They had a bunch of stuff in there. Dining room space. I would actually consider putting a wall here and putting this as another bedroom personally.
Yeah, fair.
Here's a living room space. Here's the kitchen. Look how big this kitchen is.
Yeah, that's massive. That's a unit by itself. Jeez.
I know. That'd be a bachelor's apartment for somebody.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So that's the kitchen right here. And here's a bedroom with a double closet right here.
Wow.
And another bedroom, bathroom. And this one has you don't see here, but it has its own laundry hookups. There's a dedicated laundry room, like a good sized laundry room as well.
Okay, nice.
Here's a look from above. And here's just so you can get an idea of what's around it. Downtown Trenton is like. There's obviously there's a Shoppers Drug Mart, City Hall's over there, the water's over there, right? There's a marina there. So very interesting property. Total just shy of 6,000 square feet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So let's quickly run this number. This one's going to be a little different than the usual one because it's a mixed use property. And I will know that it being, because technically this property will be completely vacant on closing, right? I'm
Yeah.
sure. Can you
So
explain to me how that affects financing? Because I know it's going to seriously affect financing.
Yeah, so commercial lenders want properties to be leased in
Yeah.
order to finance. They won't, especially commercial units, not residential. They
Mhm.
want to see leases in place because with commercial leases, you could get pretty convoluted, right? With terms, length, all these things. And especially with a building where pretty much 50% of it is commercial income, that's, a huge crux of qualifying.
Mhm.
Now, big caveat, there's another way to finance it if you are a business. Like personally, if I were a cash flowing business in the area, this is a great opportunity because you could get very attractive financing terms based on your business financials up to 100% loan to value,
Mhm.
which is super interesting. But yeah, without leases in place, typically what people would do is either close with either a VTB or some sort of private bridge, lease up, and then exit into some sort of institutional financing. Now, if you have other corporations and everything that could co-sign, that could help, but building alone is a little tough to do on the acquisition with vacancies on the commercial side.
So this property, the seller is offering a VTB, but
Oh,
unfortunately,
nice.
it's not a large one.
Okay.
It's up to 200,000. So, um, with that being said, 200, I know out of 850 is not much, but that is doable in first or second position, is what the seller has
Okay.
agreed. Does that change
Interesting.
things?
Oh, big time. Because yeah, in second position, you'd probably put some sort of bridge lender in first position. For a short time. Open loan interest might be a bit higher, but would be an open loan. So, the minute you get that lease, you'd exit into an institutional loan.
Mhm.
Likely with this size of loan, you'd probably be looking at like a credit union type financing. They still offer pretty competitive commercial rates, and they're pretty easy to work with, especially if it's a local property like this in a downtown location.
Okay. So I guess if you weren't putting your business in here as an
Mhm.
owner occupied building as an investment, the strategy would be close with bridge financing, maybe
Yeah.
bridge plus VTB, have the units leased out, and then once you can prove the income is coming in, you refinance with a traditional lender.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, like if we do math here, if they're willing to do, 200K down, yeah, like once you're below 65% loan to value on your first mortgage, even with a private bridge, your pricing and your options are, pretty expansive.
Okay. So
Yeah,
when we run the numbers, I think it'd be probably easier to run the exit instead of the entry just because it can get a little complicated,
sure,
right?
sure.
Yeah. So let's assume we've purchased this with bridge, with the second position VTB, and
Right.
we've
And you're
stabilized the
exiting.
property,
Yeah,
and now we're refinancing. Here's what we're
sure,
looking at: long-term financials for this property.
sure.
Um,
You'll need to help me on commercial rents because I have no idea what commercial rents are in Trenton.
oh, okay, perfect. So I can tell you. So this property, it is the way the furnace and the AC is set up. It is set to not be split,
Okay,
and with the utilities. So all the units have always been all-inclusive utilities.
okay,
So the what we're using for numbers for the upstairs rents are we've been using, I believe, $2,000 a month because of how large the apartments are and the
okay,
fact that it's all inclusive.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2,000 plus
And
2,000.
they have parking.
Well, they would be paying parking for $50 a month if they needed it.
Sure. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Right. As for the commercial, I did all the comps for recently in the area. I don't know if I can pull it up here. To comps. Here you go. Open Google Drive. Are you able to see this?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So it's now loading. Okay. So I pretty much looked up some recent comps downtown Trenton because that's the relevant area, and it was either $14 plus TMI or $17 including TMI.
Okay.
So for the most part, I came to the conclusion it should be around 17 to 19 if you're including TMI, especially if you're including utilities.
Okay.
And therefore, in my numbers, because it's 2,700 square feet, you got a unit that's 1,200 square feet plus a 1,600 square feet at $17 a square foot. Essentially, you're getting another $4,000 a month
Okay.
downstairs. So realistically, it's $8,000 a month. for the place.
Okay, nice.
Property taxes, I have here somewhere. Property taxes.
Yeah, we should probably increase the vacancy to like 5.
Yeah.
Because it's mixed use. Yeah.
Yes. Property taxes, we got 7,705. Good old commercial. Insurance, I have a true number here, 4,975. Okay.
Yes.
Repairs and maintenance, property management, we'll just leave that the same for now. Utilities, I actually have the true utilities here as well.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta use 4543 plus 3393 plus 3757 divided by 12. Those are your 3 utilities. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Boom. Done.
What kind of insurance you gotta just divide that by 12.
Yeah, no, I was wondering why my net operating income is so low. I was like, I thought this was cash flow positive. Okay.
I was doing a quick cap rate calculation. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a very healthy net operating income, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. So commercial, what kind of like it's more based on debt coverage ratio and not necessarily as a percentage of
Correct. So let's assume we meet the debt coverage ratio requirements. On quick math, it seems like it does.
Yep.
So 2 things we should change is the down payment, typically 25%. I mean, this is on the refi, right?
Yep.
Interest rate, because it's like 50-50 commercial res, let's use 6% for the rate. Commercial, straight commercial is higher, and amortization will be between 20 to 25 years. So let's use 20 to be conservative.
Ultra conservative, okay. Yep.
Because it's so heavy commercial in a downtown location.
Okay.
Yeah.
These should still be the same for the most part. Okay. All right. So with these rates, with these numbers here, assuming, would you say the repairs and maintenance be a little bit lower because the commercial units will be fixing their own stuff in their units?
Yeah, 100%. Because we'd only be doing R&M off. The upstairs unit.
So maybe
4,000.
Yeah, maybe 2 or 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Property management for downstairs, like I have no idea what people charge for property management for commercial spaces. Do you know?
It really depends. I'd say it's around the same.
Okay.
But that being said, it's usually negotiable. Like everything in the commercial world is negotiable because especially if the tenant's taking care of everything themselves. You know.
And there's no PMI to settle at the end of the year either. That's a part of the commercial property management's job.
Yeah.
I would assume this will be a little bit lower, but I don't want to play around with too much.
Yeah.
I'm just double checking to make sure these numbers are correct. 4,433. That's correct. Okay. All right. So with these numbers here, you are cash flow positive $362 a month.
Nice.
What kind of cap rate are we with these numbers? Like what numbers are the lenders using for these?
So usually you use 6 and 5.
6 and 5?
Yeah, for credit union financing, which is still typically go to.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 and 5. But like we talked about though, it's like it'll be on the res units, right? For their R&M.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with something like this, you're cash flow positive, and it's a little bit more complicated. You got to close bridge and then refi out after you lease it out. But this would be a good way to get into you don't see these downtown things available too often.
It's a 7% cap rate, man, on stabilization. You don't really see that very often anymore.
No. Exactly. What I think is more interesting about something like this is if you have a business, then it gets interesting.
Yeah, I think the business play, like if somebody has a business, whether it be a realtor office, professional services, whatever it might be. Yeah, I think this is a great owner-occupied play. Like the credit unions, BDC, they'll snap this up.
Can you tell me more about how financing works for
owner-occupied
commercial?
Yeah, so commercial mortgages in general are based on, net operating income of the asset. In the case of owner occupied, they, especially in something like this, is just going to be primarily owner occupied, like 50%,
Mhm.
um, by square footage. They do it based on the net operating income of the business. So, they will factor in the net operating income of the business and use that to qualify for the mortgage. Now, what that means, and because, if you have 2-year financials and everything's kind of clean there, yeah, lenders give up to 100% loan to value of financing on these things because they're secure on the business, they have the real estate, they have multiple exits on their end if things were to go south. So it's a very interesting thing. Good way for business owners to acquire real estate once they have some established history.
Okay. Now, would
Yeah,
they be able to use the income from the upstairs residential units to help them qualify as well if
100%.
the business income wasn't super strong?
Yeah, yeah. Now, if they're using that, like, once you start to use residential income, they may scale back loan to value,
Okay.
but, it's probably still going to be more attractive than 75%.
And then you can still put the second position VTB into the equation as well, right? If it's not that high, or would that be?
Once the deal still debt services.
Yeah.
So you would need to disclose it. So with commercial mortgages, there are review processes in place, unlike residential.
Mhm.
So you would need to either structure it such that, you're probably not capping out on debt coverage, you're probably capping out on loan to value, and then you can pay interest on the VTB, or you structure the VTB with balloon payments. It doesn't affect your debt service
Yes.
coverage covenant. Yeah.
That's what you recommend, a balloon payment, so that it doesn't affect your debt coverage, right?
Correct. Yeah, and I mean it depends on the property. Like if you're a heavy cash flow business and you're just trying to max out leverage, probably it makes sense. But yeah, there's different options that are available for sure. But
Okay.
would definitely want to disclose the VTB to the commercial lenders, so you're not in default, but just make sure it's structured in a way that
I mean, it
they would
would
be okay with.
it would be on the APS. They would find out, right?
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. You
Okay.
just be surprised at how many people try to sneak it through.
All right. So, I mean, that's it for the two deals I
Okay.
have for today. What did you think of them? Were you surprised?
I was surprised. I didn't see them. But yeah, they're solid deals, man. Like I think, buying a semi duplex there for 399, again, no brainer, especially if you're in that part of your investing journey. And the mixed use could be a really good play. Like I think if you're a cash flow business in the area, I definitely think that's a good play. It's a great location for a business, and I mean, your mortgage payment on, even if you levered 100%, like let's say 75% loan to value, what was the mortgage payment again? Like,
Um, let's see here. Mortgage payment on it's about 4,500 a month at 20-year
yeah,
AM.
20-year AM, and you're making 4 grand of rent upstairs.
Oh yeah, so your mortgage is $500.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. So yeah, I mean, if especially if you're a business, I think it's a solid play. And regardless, I think, if you have some partnerships with a good talent, it could be a solid play as well.
You could put your employees up there. I know a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah, big time. Big
Yeah,
time.
or you live up there and then you just come downstairs for work. That's pretty nice, eh?
Yeah, 100%. They're nice big units, so I think you have a lot of flexibility in what you could do there.
I
And
would
the fact
be
that you have parking.
I would be inclined to maybe chop up some of those really large rooms into smaller bedrooms. That's just the way I think.
Yeah.
Up to the buyer to decide what they want to do. But that's where my brain goes. The rooms
Yeah,
are
fair.
ridiculous size.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're massive.
yeah. Russell Coltis says, how long has the property been on the market? I think like 2 weeks. Let me see. It's my listing. I should know. Hey, exactly 14 days. Wow, I'm a genius.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, 14
Nice.
days. So it's not been super long. Yeah, I actually marketed this off market for a little bit just because the upstairs was under renovations and they didn't want to kind of put it out there yet. But they've, as you've seen the pictures, they weren't even 100% done on the day we took the
Yeah.
photos, but we
Yeah.
just wanted to get it out there as soon as possible. But yeah, it's 2 weeks is how long it's been on the market for. So not like if you're looking for like some of those people who are not like some of those deals that have been on the market for like 100 plus days.
Mhm.
I know some people are specifically hunting for those as well.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
man.
So
Good
that's it
deals.
for, yeah. Quick 30 minutes done.
Mhm.
We'll make sure to do this again next week.
Deal of the week-ish.
Okay. Oh, also, if you're here, we have an event coming up for our real estate investing meetup. Because it is the summer, we're going to do something a little different this time. On July the 26th,
Six.
Saturday, July 26th, we are hosting a social, what would you call it? Like a summer networking social in Belleville on July 26th at the local social house in the
Yep.
afternoon, 2 p.m. That's when we're starting. And hopefully you can join us for
Yeah.
just an afternoon, hang out in the sun and chatting real estate. So,
Yeah. Great patio on the river. It's a good spot.
oh yeah. I mean, most of you guys haven't checked it out, so I'm really excited for you guys to see it. Okay, cool. We'll catch you guys next time.
Cool. See you guys.